Steve Scovill, 1386 West 11th Street. First of all, thank you, Mr. Manis. I wish you good on your new endeavors, and I appreciate you being open to meeting with some of us. I'd like to comment on 11D. I agree with Carlos. I noticed a big change the week that Chief did that sweep on the bike path. He arrested 17 with warrants right away, and since then I've noticed a decline in homelessness around my home, Cabrillo Park, and general area in District 3, where I live. And I noticed more of a police presence. And it seems to me that that's the spearhead. That's the difference. That's the key. Presence of police officers. We've been cutting and cutting and cutting. I look at the department. They need positions filled, and it's the last thing we should ever cut. It should never be cut again, because now we're paying the price of previous people cutting it. He needs more officers, because these young officers we got some nice group out there. They're young, but some of them drive all the way from Apple Valley, hour each way back. It tears on them. They get tired, but they're here. They like the community. I think we could look at different ways to get them to stay in Upland instead of a stepping stone to move on to Ontario. And pay or incentives, something to get them to part of the community. There's nothing like having an officer part of the community that they really care. And I think that's the difference in homelessness. And also identifying homeless people versus criminal vagrants. We are always getting them mixed up. There is a difference. We have to look at that. We have to identify them. We don't want criminal vagrants roaming the streets. The homeless, I want to help them. And I think everybody here does, but we constantly getting it mixed up, constantly confusing the words. But like I said, we look at new ideas, step out of the box a little bit to get our police department the adequate funds and personnel they need. I believe that's the key, if you really look at it. The police have done a marvelous job. I've never had them respond like this, and I see a difference in the last 3 weeks. And I support them 100%. I like these young officers coming in, and I really see that that's the difference. So I agree with Carlos. Let's put that money to the law enforcement and look at other ways to get it. One more quick thing. If ever we make another thing with the builders, make 300 more units, let's put something in there that they pay for added police protection, because we could have gotten a mess. That's all. Thank you.